everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and my husband and I are renovating our 200-year-old farmhouse in Vermont. We're taking kind of a pause in like more big renovations and just trying to slow down a little bit, but we've done lots of projects this past year and I've documented most of them here on YouTube, so I'll link my channel here so you can go back and get caught up. The past few weeks we have been working on a few like small projects, just manageable projects that we can work on here and there and not completely disrupt our day-to-day life. So today we are going to actually pick something up on Facebook Marketplace. In my last video, I talked about how we both love antiques and we love really old things and have great appreciation for them. But we're also super nostalgic and sentimental, and we found this basically entertainment armoire on Facebook Marketplace that's from the 2000s, and as 90s kids it just reminds us of our childhood. I never had a piece of furniture like it. I had a desk growing up that did have like a specific compartment for the computer tower, but Harrison had something similar to it, and we're just really nostalgic because it has like a slide out thing for the keyboard, it has the spot for the computer tower, it has like the spot for speakers, and it's like very much a 2000s piece of furniture, but it's also really beautiful and like a solid pine piece of furniture. And we've always felt like I'm in our formal living room right now, and we've always felt like this wall back here is just a very much missed opportunity. This room is lofted, so the ceilings are super tall in here, and we have the chimney and the fireplace so in here as well, so it just needs furniture that adds height to balance out just the really tall ceilings. Our sofa and our armchairs are very low back pieces of furniture, and so everything feels very squat in here. So this piece of furniture hopefully is going to add some balance to that height, and I'm going to turn you around now and show you what it's looking like, and then we have to go because we are supposed to be there in like an hour and a half. It takes about an hour. So last night we just wanted to make sure that our idea would work for this piece of furniture, so it's going on this wall here. And we had these two armchairs. One was on this side of the fireplace and the other one was on that side of the fireplace, and I really like that, but it meant that also this space right here was dead space. So we've moved them here, and I love how and just ignore the fact that these are IKEA chairs. They don't make them anymore, but we wanted to swap out the legs, but we never got around to getting ones for the back legs. So we need to do that now that it's fully visible, but just ignore that for now. And you can kind of see here, like just like the scale of the fireplace. It's huge. It's the chimney goes all the way up through to the roof, obviously, so it just is a very tall piece in this room. So having something, like I said, large right here that's going to basically fill this entire area will just hopefully add a little bit more balance to this space. And I love this area now. It doesn't feel like dead space. I love the view from the kitchen here with the chairs, and I love this arrangement. So we've basically done nothing to this room. We moved in and we put our furniture in, and that's basically it. We did buy, we took these from my parents, the IKEA chairs, and then we bought Bem's covers for them. So that's one thing we did, and then we got an ottoman and I recovered it with some fabric, and that's basically it. And then just like decorating with other things that we have, decor and art and things like that. So I'm really excited to put a little bit more love into this space in a manageable way. So we're going to add that. I want to paint this room, and then we're also getting blinds for these windows as well. So Good morning, everyone. We made it back yesterday with the entertainment armoire and got it all set up, and we've just been having the most pleasant morning. We woke up and we had coffee in bed and we were reading and just hanging out at home, and we're now having breakfast. Harrison made pumpkin waffles. We're having that with bacon. So it's just been a great morning, and I'm going to show you and give you a tour of the Armoire right after we eat breakfast. But yeah, it's looking really good, and I think we will probably end up refinishing it, not today, but at some point, just to change the finish a little bit more and hopefully have more of like a scrubbed pine finish, a natural finish, kind of similar to our kitchen table that I showed you in a few videos ago. Have like a natural finish on it with like a beeswax coating. I think that would be my preference for the pine look, but yeah, so we're gonna eat our breakfast and then I will show you the armoire. Okie dokie, so it's time for the tour and show it to you in its full glory. The top part is well, first of all, it has bifold doors, which I love, but because our house is so old, none of the floors are level or even, so these have a mind of their own because of that, and they're kind of treacherous, but so we just have to be careful when we open them, because we have a table over here. We have a table right there that has some photo frames on it, and the door almost took all the frames out, so this is the top half. I love there's a corkboard back here. I love the corkboard, but I was also thinking it would be really nice to wallpaper the inside of this. We have leftover wallpaper from when we did our bathroom makeover, when we wallpapered the ceiling, and so I'd love to just use that up and put it to good use, which would mean sacrificing the corkboard. So I'm undecided on that because I do love it. But yeah, so we just have some shelves for storage. And then this would have been like where you put your TV or your computer. And then up here too, there's two lights that the bulbs are burnt out right now, so I can't show them to you, but they just have a little switch in here and you can turn the lights on. There's one on this side and this side. So that's basically the top half. The bottom half is really the pièce de résistance, because it has all of the inner workings. Over here is where you would put your computer tower, and then it has this power panel, and you plug everything into this, and then all of the switches are controlled from this one spot. And then down here is where you have your printer, little slide out drawer for the printer, and then this is like a two-step thing. You could put your keyboard on this one and your laptop on this one, and they just slide out and slide back in. And then down on this side, that bottom drawer is like a hanging file storage drawer. So yeah, I really love it. Like I was saying, I do want to try to change the finish a little bit and have it be more of a natural pine finish, kind of like scrubbed pine look. Hi, sweetie. Hi, what you doing? What you doing? Hold on a second, okay? Hold on a second, okay? Go see Dad? Go see Dad. He's up there. So we're thinking about trying either a combination of sanding or using acetone, especially acetone on like the more complicated parts of this thing. So like the crown up here, the base of it, and then on the doors, because the doors have this kind of a profile, so it's going to be really hard to sand in this without like ruining the profile. So that's kind of what we're thinking. We don't really want to move it again because it is so heavy and so difficult to move. We are so sore today. My upper shoulders are in so much pain. And when we got it out of the person who we bought it from, when we got it out of their house, we just carried it, and the distance between the door and where we had to park the rental truck was a really long distance, and it was like on a slope, so it was really hard to move. And then we didn't use the dolly, the furniture dolly, so we were worried it was going to tear up their grass, and we didn't, because it was raining all day yesterday, and we were just really worried that we didn't want to tear up their grass. And the person that we bought it from was so nice and kind. It was raining while we were moving it, and they gave us dry shirts to put on, a dry like sweatshirt to put on, and gave it to us and said we could keep it, which was so kind. And then they gave us money when we were leaving. They gave us money for lunch. Like, we paid them for this. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you how much it was. It was $150, which I think is an absolute steal for this type of thing. Definitely worth it. But then at the end, they gave us $20 back and said to go to lunch. And so it was so sweet. And they were just like so accommodating with us having to, like, we had planned on taking 2 trips, so they were so accommodating on that. And then when we had to rent the truck, they were very understanding, super accommodating, and they were just the kindest people. And it's just so sweet to have interactions like that. So I was really appreciative of them. And they told us that they bought this piece of furniture in Pennsylvania 16 years ago. So that means I'm assuming if they bought it brand new, then it's from 2009. So I love that it has that little story, and it's been in their house for 16 years in the same spot. So a really cool piece of furniture, if I do say so myself. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to working on it a little bit and kind of turning it into something that really suits our needs. We're in our formal living room. We're not going to have a TV in here because we have one in the study, and we don't need one in here. And this is more like our kind of like cozy night by the fire. I mean, actually, I take that back. Last year, a couple nights last year, we did move the TV into this room on the cabinet that we used to have here, so we could watch movies in here while we had a fire. But it's not like it's not a room that we just like sit in to watch TV. And our TV weighs like nothing, and it's a really small TV, so it's super easy just to move it. So if we do want to have a movie night in here, it won't be too difficult. But yeah, so we're not going to put the TV in here, but Harrison really wants to work from home here. He loves this desk. Like I said, he had something like this in his childhood home, so he's nostalgic about it too. So he really wants to work here. So he's going to move his computer and keyboard and everything into this desk. And other than that, I want to store like blankets and quilts. I think that would look really pretty in there. I'm also thinking about putting a lamp in here. I just think it would be nice to have a few more lamps, or really just one more lamp in here. We'll see though, but I think like having this open with a lamp in there would be nice. I do suppose we have a lamp right there in that corner, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with that, but we can also store more games in here. I also am a wrapping paper and like a gift wrapping fiend, and I have so much ribbon and wrapping paper, and I think it would be really cute to store all that stuff in here. The other thing I was thinking about adding is a little like cafe curtain on the bottom half of this, just so that when it is open, it still looks really cute and cottagey. So just a bunch of ideas floating around in my head for now, but we're just gonna live with it how it is. And yeah, so today is Sunday, and this is my 3rd cup of coffee today, so I'm feeling really great. It is decaf. I had a caffeinated half calf and now a decaf, and I never have this much coffee, but I always want to. So anyways, this is my 3rd cup of coffee. I'm feeling really good today. It's such a cozy day today. I'm really happy, and it feels so good to have a day where we really don't have any plans. We're gonna go take Ruby for a walk, and I think we're either gonna go walk at one of our like favorite paths, or we're gonna take her to the beach, and then we're gonna get some groceries, and then we're gonna just come home and have a cozy night at home. We're gonna watch football tonight and just hang out at home. So that's the plans. thirsty girl. I'm gonna give you a grocery haul and a haul of what I harvested from the garden just now. I got 2 heads of cabbage, which I'm very nervous to eat this cabbage because we've done nothing to stave off the brassica worms. So I'm very nervous. I feel like I'm gonna want to peel back every layer and wash every single layer of this cabbage before I eat it, but we'll see. And I got a head of broccoli. The broccoli is probably the easiest thing you could possibly grow in the garden. This is my second year growing it, and I'm having trouble like keeping up with it. That's why this one looks so crazy. Like I can't harvest it, and there's so much to harvest and so much to eat. But this one ideally probably should have been harvested a while ago, but I think it will still be okay. And then we got lots of beans, purple and green beans. Tonight we're watching football, and we're gonna have like classic football snacks. So we're gonna have fresh veggies and ranch to dip in, and then we're gonna make a snack mix with Cheez-Its and pretzels, and it's gonna be like it's supposed to be like everything seasoning style snack mix. I'll leave the recipe linked below. We're also gonna make some popcorn, and we'll make buffalo chicken sliders. So we bought chicken, I already put it in the fridge, but and some rolls, and then we'll have like green onions that we already have, and some cheese as well on those. And we also picked up some ginger ale to enjoy tonight as well. So and last night I made a apple galette that we had after dinner last night, and it was so good. I'll leave the recipe linked below as well for that, and then so we're gonna have that tonight as well. So just a chilled football afternoon at home. The food is all ready. We have a beautiful fresh vegetable platter, our snack mix, and our sliders. I'm gonna get some plates. And yeah, we're gonna eat. I forgot to put the ginger ale in the fridge, so we're not having the ginger ale right now. We're gonna have sparkling water instead. It's been a couple days since I last checked in with you, but it's Saturday today, and we're going to be working on refinishing the armoire that we picked up last weekend. Harrison did end up moving some of his things into it, so we've just had to clear it out. We're going to take it back outside and work on it. We're going to be using a combination of sanding and acetone on the very like detailed part, like the crown part. It's just going to be too difficult to try to sand those parts, so that's the plan. We are very much not wanting to work on this today, but we also just want it to be done and move on. So alas, we are tackling it. So let's get started. It actually took us 2 days to work on the entertainment armoire. I was very naive. I thought it would only take us 1 day, but it did take us 2 days. So, but it's done now. With the caveat of I've decided that I want to paint the inside of it, at least just like the shelves and kind of like the back. Not necessarily, I want to wallpaper the back, but like the shelves and the drawer and all that, I want to paint it because I thought that would look really pretty to have like the contrast between the wood part and then the painted part. So I still need to get to that, but otherwise, yeah, it's basically done. I think I talked about going over it with a beeswax like we did with our kitchen dining table, but I think I might try a liming wax because I want it to be even more of a softer finish. It's beautiful as it is right now, but I think the liming wax will kind of keep it kind of what it's looking like now, whereas a beeswax coating is going to enhance some of the colors that are in it. So, but we're really happy with it. Let me show you. It looks so good. I love I love this view so much now. You can kind of see the acetone did a really great job removing the finish, the varnish that was on these like really detailed parts. We did still have to sand it, but it was very minimal sanding. It was so easy to sand as well. So yeah, it looks really good. And it did already kind of like have this finish on it where it has like these like little marks on it, making it look more like an antique. And it looks a lot more contrasted on camera. It doesn't look this contrasted in real life. But yeah, absolutely love it. I think the color is so good. And it actually matches, like we have some wicker baskets in here that are the same color, and I think that looks really good and very cottagey and ties it together really nicely. But let me show you the inside. So we basically sanded the inside. Part of the reason why I want to paint the inside is because it would have required us to really take it apart to sand it, because this part we just like cannot get to. It would have been a really huge task. So it is mostly sanded and it looks pretty good. We're gonna leave the top bare wood, and then we'll paint like the sides, the shelves, and then paint the bottom half as well. So we'll have like all of this would be painted. And then I still want to wallpaper the inside of the back as well with the wallpaper we have left over from our bathroom project when we did the ceiling in there. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. So happy with it. Let me know what you think. Highly recommend doing the acetone, especially on these like highly detailed parts. It really just took it off. And yeah, it looks really good. So I will just say that with the acetone, you really want to take the proper safety precautions with it, because obviously we use it as a nail polish remover, and so it doesn't seem like a super scary thing, but it can be. So we wore the respirator mask the whole time, and obviously skin protection and eye protection. And yeah, when I didn't have that respirator mask on, it was really fumey, so it was definitely necessary. But it did do a great job. I highly recommend it. Made this job so much easier. And yeah, so that's it for this week. For my next videos, I would love to do, someone asked if I would do a Q&A, and I would love to do one. So if you have questions for me, please leave them in the comments, and then I will answer them in an upcoming video. And then I've also had a request to do a house tour. I would also love to do that. I haven't done it yet because the house has kind of been in disarray, and it's hard to film something like that when the house is kind of messy, but it feels like it's really coming together now. So I will work on that for you as well. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video but you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you like old country cottages, slow living, Vermont life, cozy slow days, then this channel is definitely for you. And yeah, if you subscribe, you can stay up to date on future updates in our house. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.